Okay.
What is
Welcome.
going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the From the Jump podcast. It's your host, Viper Man himself, and can you introduce yourself, second podcast host? Jesus
You
Christ,
already
please.
know who it is. Mr. J. Joker TV. And we got obviously the Mind Viper. He just introduced himself. And this is the From the Jump podcast, man. And what this is basically just some sort of event, man. We're gonna talk about a lot of things, some topics, some trending things going on in gaming or movies or anything y'all want to see. Just let us know down below what topics we should bring up, because right now we got a few, but we're gonna see how it goes. So we're gonna aim for 30
Yes.
minutes, and we're gonna see if we go over. It's fine, as long as we just hit 30 minutes, we should be good. So now that you
Okay.
guys know that, you should pretty much already know who I am from my channel. And the Mind Viper, I don't know. Do you have anything to say about yourself, or no?
Um, I like 2K.
Okay.
That's I know I have a strong dislike for any Call of Duty games, past Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Uh-huh.
Uh, yeah, that's I like video games in general. I have more than 50K gamer score,
Let's go.
and yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
So
that
let's touch
So
on gamer
wait,
score.
wait, 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 wait,
What?
wait. So that's how you know I know my shit.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
got it
He he,
past
he
50K.
plays a good amount of games. Okay.
Okay, yes, yes.
All right. I wanna talk about that. The gamer score. That used to be such a big thing for me. Well, if you guys don't know, if you're PlayStation players, on Xbox, there is a thing called gamer score. It's basically like trophies, but gamer score is like you get certain achievements, and they are a certain amount of gamer score per achievement. So, I actually had one account where I had up to like 11,000, and then I forgot the email and password, so I had to make a new one. And I was so pissed because I was like, 11,000 was a lot to me. Now I think I'm at like 20 or 30, 20 or
The
30,000.
cute, the little cute numbers. Anyway,
Yeah.
to show you or to explain it to you, most people that don't have an Xbox, the gamer score achievements, they could vary from 5 points. Well, actually, they could vary from
5 to
anywhere
100, I
from
think, right?
one. It's like, yeah, it's like from one to, no, it's actually not five. It's 1 to 100 because I remember I got an achievement for like two gamer score.
No, but isn't there a 500 gamer score one?
No, I'm
There's
pretty
not?
sure
I
there's
could have
not.
sworn there
Yeah,
was.
the max is like 100. There's like the 50, the 20, the 25, and then the
Alright, so I'm
100.
tripping. But,
Yeah, and
yeah,
I
so,
have like over 50K or
yeah,
roughly around
50 or
69, 70.
60. Yeah. So that's pretty crazy, but, I mean, you played a lot more 360 than I did. I played a little bit of 360, but I had transferred over from PS2, so for me, that's where I played a lot of games. I had a good amount of games, and that can segue into another segment. The variation of games, man. You want to talk about gamers, right? So let's bring up
Ooh,
gamers.
let's,
So
yes, okay. Now, then keep in mind, if hopefully we're not trying to be like, oh yeah, we're gamers type of podcast. We are
mhm,
gamers. We can say that shit for sure.
facts.
We're not like that. You ask us, hey, you play Xbox or PlayStation? Yeah, yeah, I play. What you play? Oh man, I just play the regular shit, 2K, fucking. I play Call of Duty, and that's all you play. No,
Yeah,
we don't play that shit. We'll experiment. We'll play with whatever the
but
hell.
I think there's a good reason for that. A lot of things
Yeah,
now, the games nowadays aren't as good as they were before, and especially with single player being, it was the main thing back in the day. Now the main thing is multiplayer for all games, so it's harder to find a game that you could play a lot of in a single player. That's why people usually stick to either COD or 2K or sports games in general, stuff like that. Because I think, like for me, I used to play a lot of different games on PS2. I played anything that looked cool, I would play it. But now it's like
yeah.
I stick to one or two things just because there's not too many good things out there.
Shit, the best part about because I go far back to consoles wise, I still even remember my old original Xbox, like the one before the 360, and even the 360. Every weekend or so, I'd go to GameStop and I'd pick up like 5 to $20 games. That usually used to be the price before everything got jacked up to like fucking 60.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to go to GameStop, look at a couple games, usually spend around $20, get like 4 games or something, play them, if I didn't like them, return them. That used to be the case
Yeah, see,
before. Yeah.
I wasn't privileged like that. I would just have my birthday and Christmas, and that was it. I would get like 5 or 10 games. I think my parents used to actually just buy random games. They would just go to Five Below and just buy a bunch of games that were at Five Below, which
Yeah.
at the time I didn't like it, but then I found some good games. I don't know if you ever played this game. It's called Metropolis. You ever play that game?
No, I have not.
So it's kind of like The Sims, but a shitty version of The Sims. But it was actually fun to me. And you just go around in this city, and you're just basically building the city. You build buildings and companies and all these things. And then I found out there was The Sims, but I don't know. I like my Metropolis. If you guys ever play PS2 and play Metropolis,
Jesus Christ.
you guys will remember that was a legendary game. Okay, fuck The Sims. But
Yeah. Anyway, I still, what was it? I'm trying to think right now because it was crazy. The fucking, even just like the crazy games that would come out. Like I would just be a little ass kid walking in a GameStop looking at whatever. I literally remember fucking. I never knew because like I said like I spent like $20 on any random game or whatever. Sometimes I just walk in there, buy 1 or 2 games, or depending if they were cheap, like four. So yeah, one time I walked in, I saw this game with a black cover and a fucking silver ring on it. It said Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, dude, what the fuck is this shit? I'm like, yeah, what the this? It looks okay. And then I pick it up for like $20, and that was the best 20 goddamn dollars I spent to this day.
I actually
Not to
never
mention,
played Skyrim.
I spent what is it? I had the disc on 360, and then I spent another $20 on the game because when they got remastered to the Xbox One, I was like, I have to get it again. So I just spent another $20.
Yeah, I
But
actually
yeah,
wish I played Skyrim, but I never played it. Only thing I played was the online one that you guys hyped up. I remember that was
yeah,
super
that
hyped
one.
up, and then it didn't turn out too well.
Yeah, it was ass
That's
until. Well, I
crazy.
mean, they patched it somewhat, but it's still kind of
And that just
not.
shows like the games aren't the same as they used to be. They're more just put out for money rather than put out because of a
Because
final product.
Skyrim was the best game ever, and then fucking Elder Scrolls, that just new generation to old school, and shows. Not to mention, games have literally lost the hype, and what we're
Speaking of
getting
the
now.
best game
What?
ever, what would you
What?
consider the best game ever?
That's a fucking tough one,
I have to say GTA
co-host.
5 for me. 100% GTA 5. Just because it might
GTA
not be the
5.
best game, but I played it and I had fun with it for 5 years straight. I don't know any other game you can play for 5 years straight on an almost daily basis and still have fun. I have to say GTA 5 for that. A lot
Best
of people would
game
say
ever.
probably GTA 4 or something, but I don't know.
GTA 4 was good, but in my opinion, it wasn't like as great as GTA 5 because the online was basic.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, the online was fun as hell, just messing around. Fucking even sometimes the PC mods of fucking the giraffes and the elephants in the fucking in the regular cars. So like they would have like fucking
I never seen that.
it's the player skins. They switch it with animals, and yeah, that
Oh my
used to
god.
be. You used to see a big ass elephant in the little sports car with a fucking giraffe right next to it. Yeah, just
That's crazy.
anyway. But yeah, they used to have good things on GTA 4. It
But
wasn't.
would you consider Skyrim your favorite game? Or the
No,
best game of all
I'll,
time?
I know I'll consider it the best game of all time easily, but it's not my favorite.
Oh, okay.
That's
So then it's fair to say you would say Skyrim was the best game of all time.
Skyrim was the
Okay.
best. Well, I mean,
Because
for
I can
those
understand, like, yeah, because of the playability and everything, or
the
the lasting
replayability,
replay.
the detail, the graphics, okay, but I mean, it was back then. Can't ask for miracles. Fucking, let's see, what else we got? I mean, it was just the voice acting wasn't that bad. It was literally the best all around game. And
Yeah,
literally nothing. I forgot how many. I think it was like a couple years that it took them to make it. I don't think there's any game in 2019 to 2020 that will
2016.
top it.
Yeah, probably not. I feel like there's no games that are like that nowadays, unless like possibly GTA 6. But even at that, I don't know.
Hopefully, I
Hopefully GTA
mean,
6 is good.
Yeah, I can't. If when and if they release it, I can't wait to dabble with a little bit of the GTA 6.
People
Hopefully,
were
there's online.
people were making
But
rumors about how they were gonna bring back Vice City as like the main place for GTA 6 to take place in. And they were like, there was a good question. They were saying, would you rather have it where it's only classic, like it takes place in the 80s, and there's only stuff from 80s and under that, like cars and outfits and stuff, or would you prefer a modern day Vice City where it's like, we're living in it now, and you have stuff that we have now, obviously,
oh yeah,
or would you
no.
prefer it to be like GTA 5 where you have the futuristic flying planes and everything, or flying cars?
I mean, what I would want them to do is to take like a beginning approach. Like first, we didn't have all this stuff. We didn't have all these neon tanks and all this the fucking minigun lasers and bullshit like that. If they do like a classic, okay, so let's say the map, the map will stay almost the same, except hopefully they retouch it
Yeah,
a
but like
lot,
what
make it
time
look
period would you
nice.
prefer, like the
But no,
80s,
I
or would you
prefer no.
prefer, I say modern day, that's me.
Yeah, I'll say modern day. That's the
Yeah.
same thing. Because the '80s, don't get me wrong, it'll be fun, but there's only so much they
Yeah,
can
there's
add to it,
limitations,
and
yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of limitations,
And with the
and
modern day they can keep updating it.
yeah, not to mention it's not like they can't add the old school to the new games.
Exactly.
I
With
would love,
modern day you get the best of both.
like if we're gonna get an '80s game, we're gonna get like three types of guns. Fucking, if we get modern, we
Yeah.
can get those three types and the new class models and
Exactly.
stuff
And
like that.
then, yeah, exactly. That's why I said modern day, because you don't want all the extra stuff, but you don't want the basic stuff. You want a little bit in the middle, which is
Yeah.
exactly why I was saying that. But yeah, so that should be interesting. GTA 6.
And low key, they should bring back the little camera instead of the camera on your phone and shit. You
Little
know,
camera.
you used to, you know how in like the old GTA's you used to swap through your guns at the top right, like in San Andreas.
I don't know. I
Used
didn't really
to,
play it that much. I played like once.
but anyway,
So,
there was the weapons you swap through, and there used to be this camera you could have. So you had the baseball bat, the pistol, the submachine gun, the shotgun, and then you had the camera. The
hmm.
camera, you could either punch people with it, or like I'm pretty sure it was like slap them with the head with it, or you could actually take pictures with it. Normally, for some
Interesting.
mission, you do that. I actually kind of wish they would bring that back as a just like for like let's say you want to take a picture with your friends. I don't want
Yeah.
to have to fucking go through this whole thing of like GTA 5 where you have to open your phone and it takes like a good minute to open up your camera. By
Interesting.
the way, it's a R-rated feature, but still
That,
take.
it's an interesting point. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even know about it actually, but it sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, because literally on the PSP, I used to fucking what was that? It was the it was like a mission or something for GTA. For I'm pretty sure it was the Vice City or I don't remember exactly which one, but you had to take pictures of this illegal thing that was going down or whatever.
Yeah, say that in GTA 5, like the missions, you take license plate
Yeah,
pictures and stuff.
yeah, it's something like that. Except you could instantly go to it. You didn't have to wait
Yeah,
or do something else. I mean, the phone is kind of a nice feature, but if that goes separate, maybe you want to do a fast thing or capture a funny moment or something like that
yeah,
mad fast. That would be kind of good.
interesting.
Don't get me wrong, the Rockstar editor is like fucking,
Yeah,
that, but I
it's
kind of
very
prefer.
elite, very hard to
No,
understand.
it's not about the elite part. It's just about it's kind of slow sometimes, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like too long to fucking
Anyway,
load up. But yeah,
let's keep it moving here. We're gonna step away from gaming for a second, and we're gonna talk about some music. So something that I do want to bring up for at least once a month, and I was gonna come up with a topic for once a week since I do want to be posting an episode a week, but I forgot what it was. If I do remember it, I will bring it up. But one topic I want to bring up for each month is just one, two, or three songs that we listen to in a heavy rotation every month. So like if you guys know or if you listen to music quite often, sometimes there's one, two, or three songs that you listen to a lot per month more than the others. So I thought it would be a good topic, and it's pretty cool to bring up because then we can look back on it and find some good songs that we used to listen to. So, would you like me to start it off, or would you like to start it off?
I mean, you already did the introduction to this, so might as well.
All right, so let me go to here. There's one song that I do listen to quite a bit, and it is kind of a random song. but I think it's pretty cool. If you guys ever heard of Mike's Studies, a bit underground,
Yeah.
there's a page. I think it's Rap Nation or Swaggy Tracks. Those small channels that post underground rappers. There's a guy named Mike Stud, and he has a song called "These Days," and it's about relationships and stuff. But it's a vibe. It's a good song to vibe to, and especially since I'm grinding COD right now. Master Prestige level 120 or 130. My bad. We're just gonna bring that up. But so when I'm playing by myself late night, I like to listen to music, and it's a pretty good song. And then other than that, I've just been listening to some Just Juice. If you guys know Just Juice, he's also underground.
Yeah, Just Juice is a great.
He's got some good stuff coming out. So shout out to Just Juice. But other than that, when it comes to mainstream, we do have some things to talk about real quick. We got Mac Miller's birthday just passed. I think it was January 20th. R.I.P. Mac Miller, one of my favorite rappers of all time. And
to be honest, I didn't even listen to Mac Miller.
I don't think Alex.
Rest in peace, his poor soul.
I'll have to put him on to some songs, but man, some classics from Mac Miller when it comes to Frick Park Market. We got Senior Skip Day. And basically, Mac Miller, if you ask anyone, he came up with the song for middle school or high school people. Like, anybody that remembers Mac Miller will say it's their childhood, because he made songs around the same age as all of us, which is 16. Well, no, some 15, 16.
You can keep saying that's your childhood.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, shit. Oh, yo, technical difficulties. My bad. I said my childhood was fucking 50 Cent and Eminem.
No, obviously not. My childhood is 50 Cent, but I'm talking about like high school days. I listened to a lot of Mac Miller because he had like these. Well, obviously he had like the cool kid songs. So I mean, I didn't relate to all. I mean, talking about smoking weed and stuff, which I wasn't into, but I did like the vibe. He has some cool vibes, and then also he just. It was someone you could relate to for a lot of subjects other than just the bad kid stuff. But eventually, getting older, and he recently put out his album Swimming, which was his like around the time of his 10-year anniversary as a rapper. Like, he was rapping for 10 years and going from back in the day rapping over old beats and stuff, which is what I preferred. He had a real, he actually rapped and everything. That's what people used to do back in the day. But yeah, with Swimming, it's more of a vibe, and there's also deeper meanings. Like, that album is full of Easter egg meanings, and it's really cool from front to back. It's a great album, man. But yeah, R.I.P. Mac Miller, and also the birthday that just passed, the legend, the GOAT, the greatest rapper of all time, Logic.
Oh yeah,
Logic's birthday just passed.
I wouldn't say greatest rapper of all time, but he's up there.
I have to make a video on that eventually.
Top 5.
I will consider him the best rapper, but that's my opinion. But I'll make a video on it in the future. No, Eminem's not good. It's like who was it? Damn. It was Gucci. Gucci was on the radio and he said, do you even listen to Eminem in the car? Like yes. What person goes into their car and turns on Eminem? Seriously. Do you when do you ever turn on Eminem to vibe? You turn on Eminem if there's like a deep meaning, or he drops a new song, or just to look at classics. You don't vibe to Eminem. If you do, I don't know.
There's something clinically wrong with you.
Like, that's the thing.
Okay, you might have.
Eminem is a GOAT, but he's not.
No, but wait. But hold on. Before you continue, Bucko, that doesn't mean he's the best. I never said he was the best to vibe out to.
No, but you said he's the GOAT. If he's the GOAT,
that's... What you mean he's not the GOAT?
No. Someone that's the GOAT is someone you can vibe to, someone you can listen to for meaning, someone that has bars, and someone that just has good music all around. He has good music, and he brings a point. But I don't want to hear all the time in my ear. I don't want to hear that. I like Eminem. He is the guy that got me into rap was Eminem. My first ever song I heard was When I'm Gone and Clean Out My Closet. Those were my first 2 rap songs ever. My parents did not like me listening to rap. Those were my first 2 I ever heard.
My first actual rap song had to be In the Club.
In the Club? That's a classic.
That's a classic.
Nah, but 50 Cent and Eminem were the ones that got me into rap, basically. So, I mean, I will say between... The thing with me that I am eventually going to make a video on, my top 3 rappers are hard because I know number 1's got to be Logic, but 2 and 3 are at a tie. It's between 50 Cent and Meek Mill. And Meek Mill for the same reason as Logic. I just know every song by him, and I can vibe out to almost every song. Like they're all good, and that's just my reasoning. But that's another story for another day. So what are your you got one, two, or three songs that you could choose?
I mean, I just listen to the good old. I mean, I'm not a SoundCloud expert, but I dabble in the SoundCloud arts, meaning I like to check out a couple cool songs here and there.
Hmm.
So let me see. Let me pull up the list right
For like
now.
this month that you've been listening to. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be
Oh
something
well,
crazy.
okay. Actually, wait. No, it's not. Well, okay. Then from
Like
SoundCloud.
something this month that you've been
It's
really listening to.
okay. So three. Well,
It
I
could be
got
one,
two
two, or
songs.
three.
Two songs.
Two?
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, two. I got. Yeah, I've been listening to a couple of the good old Young Boy Never Broke Again.
Oh man,
Outside
NBA
today.
Youngboy.
Yeah.
What song?
Anyway, outside today.
Outside Today. I never heard it. I don't listen to them, but if you guys know Outside Today, what's your you just it's just a vibe or like you got like a reason for it or nah?
Um, Not really. It's just like a really
Dope.
like the beat of the song. It's like pretty fucking dope. The lyrics are complete like fucking like dog shit sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie about that shit. But
So it's a
like I
vibe.
don't know. It just like it helps me click when I'm playing like 2K and stuff. It
Yeah.
just helps me click. And then this other song, it's called Ego by Jay Critch.
Jay
If I
Critch. Oh.
Yes, it's a very good
Oh.
song. I
Okay.
like it.
Okay.
The lyrics are
He's
pretty
got lyrics,
good.
right?
Beat,
I've
yeah,
heard
that
of Jay
one, yeah.
Critch. Like he's respected for his lyrics. I've heard, but I don't think I've heard a song by him. I may or may not have. That's interesting. And it's called Ego.
Yes. It's a pretty good song. It's a little bit flexy, a
Okay.
little flexing
Okay.
on you. You know,
Hmm.
it's just a good song at the end of
Interesting.
the. Yeah,
Very
that's about
interesting.
it.
Okay. Well, that's our music section there.
I guess for a little bit.
We're currently at about 21 minutes, so we're right on pace. We're doing good. Let's talk about some trending things, some movies going on right now.
Okay,
The biggest thing
we got a
going
lot.
on
We got a lot.
is John Wick 3. If you guys haven't heard, John Wick Chapter 3 is going to be coming out soon, and I'm actually hyped for it. And I have to give a shout out to Demonic Viper here. He put me on to John Wick 1 and 2,
Dude,
and I
I'm
ended up
telling you,
watching those.
it's John
Those
Wick
are
is
some of
one of
the
the best
best
action.
movies of our decade, I'd have to say.
Yeah, because there's no other movie that actually has the type of action scenes or takes the fucking
Other
like. I
than
mean,
like
you
Fast
have
and Furious, which
yeah,
is
even at fucking Brave, two fucking big ass bald sweaty men hitting each other. And not even,
amen.
it's not even that good. Like don't get me wrong, they're
You're
well, I mean,
tripping.
they're okay, but you're not gonna find fucking Dominic Toretto fucking
No,
slamming a guy on a fucking
listen, man.
pencil or
Listen, man.
fucking. You
John Wick
never heard
is
the
good,
story
but
about
I'm not comparing it. Yeah,
the
you
bar
can't
and the
compare
pencil,
it. Yeah, yeah. You ever seen The Dark Knight? The Joker does the same
the
thing.
pencil
De
too. Yeah.
pencil, la boyega. No, but yeah, man. John Wick 1 and 2. I haven't seen I don't think I've seen the trailer for John Wick 3. I seen like a little preview for it, but I haven't seen the trailer. And do we have any insight on it? Do we know what it's about? What's the storyline here for John Wick
I
3? Or
don't remember quite exactly from what I watched from the trailer, but oh wait, no, actually that's a lie. I do remember. Basically the organization that what you call it? It was in like the second one. I'm pretty sure he killed someone's son. I'm pretty sure I remember something like that. But anyway, he has a very big bounty on him right now, and
Mhm.
they're gonna try. There's like it's like what it's like millions of dollars we're talking about here.
Mhm.
So everybody's coming for that bounty.
does
Everybody's
it
gonna try.
um does it pick up from John Wick 2 or no?
Yeah, it does. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay, because I remember
So
the ending of John Wick 2 was crazy. Like he was being chased by everyone,
yeah,
like
no, but
everyone.
this time he's gonna be chased by everybody.
That's gonna be crazy because I
Because if
remember
you got
I
like a
don't,
$10 million bounty on you, whew,
I don't remember how John Wick 1 ended. I remember watching it, but I don't remember too much from it. But I remember the thing that I have in my memory is just the ending of John Wick 2 where he's running into everyone and he's in like the park or whatever, and then everyone's starting to like get the message that if they kill him, there's a bounty and they get money and stuff. But
yeah,
that's gonna be pretty crazy. And I don't think there's the Dragon Ball movie that came out recently. People are saying
the
that was a
Broly
good movie.
movie.
You haven't seen it right yet?
No, I have not. I'm looking forward to it.
Interesting.
Seeing it soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
Um, I don't really know much about it. I
What? You don't
can't
know
tell
much
you.
about it?
Look, I love Dragon Ball and shit, but if when it comes to like the movies, I don't know shit about. I know shit
That's
about the.
crazy.
I know about Dragon Ball. I know about Dragon Ball Z. I know about fucking Super. I know
I
about
think I actually
GT. I
watched some
don't.
of the Dragon Ball movies too.
I just like. I mean, I watched like an old Broly movie. I just don't know the movies. I can't get into as much
That's
because
crazy
I
because
end up forgetting.
I'm not
Except
able to
for
get into
like,
the series, but I'm able to watch the movies.
except for two movies that I was actually really interested in that I actually ended up watching, which is Battle of the Gods, Dragon Ball Z, or not
Yeah, I
Dragon Ball,
heard that's a good
Dragon Ball
one.
Battle of the Gods. It was a very good movie back in the day,
Yeah,
and Resurrection F, which was a fucking even better movie. Well, I mean,
yeah, because
it
when
was I
I
guess like funny, but it was pretty good.
was trying to get into that, I was searching up and there was a whole review on all the movies and they were saying how like they're really good movies and they're classics basically. And I think I watched what was the one? It was like it's it's not the first movie, but it's the movie from about the beginning.
Yeah, I know which one. I'm pretty sure it was. I forgot which one. I actually
It's
forgot what it was called too.
about what's Goku's
Father.
Goku's grandpa is Gohan, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I think there was a movie something about that where it touched on that or whatever. That was a good movie. I actually watched that and what was it? I'm trying to remember. It was I think it was Vegeta or Goku. I don't remember which one it was. He was in like this chamber or it's like a pod. You know
yeah.
what movie I'm talking about?
When they were shipped over to Earth or whatever.
Yeah, what movie was that?
I can't remember the name of it
Damn.
exactly. Just
Well, anyway, man. Yeah,
yeah.
that was one of the movies I watched, and it was actually pretty cool. But I don't know too much about it. But I like my anime here and there, but I'm not a crazy fan like everyone else. But we're gonna keep it moving. We did talk about gaming, but let me see. I think there was something I was gonna touch on. Let me check my notes. Oh, you said something about 10 years of Need for Speed.
Oh yes, the anniversary of Need for Speed. Okay,
Mm.
so this was actually thanks to one of my coworkers because we kind of been slacking on Need for Speed a little bit. He was reminding me that there's gonna that pretty sure it's like the 25th or 35th. I'm sorry if I get this wrong. But the anniversary for Need for Speed is coming out soon,
Mm.
and it would be a shame if they didn't drop a game pretty soon.
Facts.
And hopefully, fucking well, let's just say this whole card thing from the failed Need for Speed Payback. I hope they learned something. Let's just
I
say that.
mean, yeah, especially with classics like Underground and Hot Pursuit, two of my favorite games. Those were good, but for me, I don't know if it's just because I've been playing it for so long, or if it's just because it's just getting bad. But it could be the fact that we've been playing for so long that the games just don't feel fun. Maybe to younger kids and stuff, those games are good to them. But I mean, there is a definite change. It's not as crazy and action packed as it used to be. But
I mean, not as well. I mean, yeah, because realize Need for Speed was getting released with games like Burnout,
yeah,
stuff like that. That you crash into each other,
because I
wreck
don't
your
know, I don't know if you ever
etc.
get this vibe where it's like you like the games that are older because they have this video game feel, whereas the new games are more like
Realistic.
they look realistic and they're like set up to look real clean, and it's like it's just
Yeah, but
ah
here's what I think the problem with most video games this coming out right now. They're focusing too much on the realistic thing and not the video game. Like
exactly,
I get it, it's cool.
exactly,
Shit, I could probably do the same shit that's in the video game, but why the fuck would I want to?
exactly. You want
I,
something that's crazy.
I want something that's new,
Something
something I
that
can't fucking do.
exactly something you can't do in real life. Exactly,
Yeah,
that's the whole point. And
completely
those
different.
games, like they would have crazy stuff, especially stuff like even for me, example, wrestling games. They're set to be more realistic now. But back in the day, if you chokeslam someone, they're bouncing off the mat and they're hitting the top rope and then coming back down again. Like it's crazy. And it was super unrealistic, but it was fun and it was action packed, and that's what I miss for a lot of games. But
Not to mention, they literally all the restrictions today, like no blood,
exactly,
gore, no, they strip away everything good from back in the day, which is kind of sad and it's retarded, but
yeah,
or like messed up. But what are you gonna do about it? You can't. I mean, you could you could probably do petitioning, but it's not. I
yeah.
doubt it's gonna. hit them.
They're just trying to market to everyone now instead of just doing what's loved. But
Yeah,
that's something there.
something messed up.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I want to move into a new topic, the final topic before we end this off because we have hit the 30-minute mark. Um,
yay! First podcast, 30-minute
let's
mark.
go.
Let's get it.
Clap it up. Clap it up. Um,
That's it.
so the thing that I want to talk about is how
Yes.
recently I've wanted to start working out, and if you guys know me, I I'm not the type of person that looks like they work out, but I love doing it. Back in the day when I was in high school, even though it was like a year and a half ago. Okay, I'm not that old, chill. I used to go to the weight room, which is basically the gym in real life, but in school, the gym is you're playing sports and stuff, but the weight room is where you get your workouts in. So I used to go there sometimes with our friend Tony, sometimes with my other friend Victor, and it was a good time, man. Because at first I didn't like it and I did not want to do it, but then once you do it and you get that workout in the morning, you would think you would be tired, but like you get this good feeling right after, and then
Yeah,
for
you
the
get
rest of the
refreshed.
day, yeah, you feel refreshed. And even though I didn't gain much from it, I was making improvements and stuff, and it was a good feeling, man. It makes you feel real good, and it clears your mind and everything. It's fun. And the thing that I like is I listen to music whenever, but when you're in the gym and you listen to music, oh man, you feel like a super saiyan. You're going crazy. So it's just something I want to get back into, and that I'll bring up in a future podcast where I want to talk about workout playlists because there is a lot of good songs to work out to, which we'll bring up in a future podcast, like I said.
Well, one
And
thing coming from WWE 2K18, do not trust Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, on fucking
music
playlist.
playlist, yeah.
This motherfucker fucked up the goddamn soundtrack for WWE 2K18. He said, "Oh, that's my workout music that he
That
put
ain't
in the
his
game."
workout music.
He put out some trash. Don't get me wrong, there was some
Nah,
pretty good
there was
songs,
songs
but
they couldn't put.
it
There's songs
was
they couldn't put.
fucking garbage. There
Cause
was
he
other garbage songs.
nah, cause his actual playlist they wouldn't be able to put, like he listens to like Eminem, So I Collapse and all that stuff. Those are some good songs, but they need a license, and Eminem ain't giving nobody a license. But anyway, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's something I want to talk about in the future. But just for now, I'm just gonna say that I want to get back into it, man. And I think right now where I'm living at, I'm not gonna be able to go to a gym all the time, but I'm gonna probably start. I have a basketball court. I'm gonna probably start hitting that up. Just even if it is just basketball, I'll be able to stretch and then play basketball, and it gets you in shape, man. So if you guys don't already know, you guys should try it. Even if you're at home workouts, anything. When you do that, it gets you feeling good. And I usually do it in the morning, but I've recently been trying it at night. I don't know how it's gonna feel. I haven't done it for long, but I'm gonna let you guys
Yeah,
know.
normally what I do is I'll basically just wake up in the morning. I won't do much of the stretching. Well, I mean, I'll do the stretching, but not as often. I'll go to work. I'll do my complete hard day of work, and then to completely try to get some more like stamina and stuff like that, I'll just do it when I get home. Already tired as shit. That's when I'll just try to do any workouts or anything that I can do to just try to keep me going, try to keep me a little bit more energized, and then just take a shower and go to bed and then do the same shit over again
Yeah. So right now we're just starting out, but it's something that
with
we're
this
both
little
interested
podcast.
in.
Oh
And
wait, no.
yeah, for the workouts on the podcast, okay. We'll talk about
My
that in a
bad.
second. But for the
Okay.
workouts, it's something that we're both getting dabbled into, something that we're trying out, and it's just something that I'm actually pretty passionate about that I want to start doing pretty often. But I just want to mention that now because in the future it's going to be something serious. We're going to have serious topics on this thing. And there's a lot of stuff I want to bring up, but this is just to put it in the conversation, get it started, get it going. And for the podcast, this was the first episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Did you think we did good, Mr. Piper?
Yeah, I think we did pretty good for where we're at right now.
Yeah.
I'm sick as shit right now, but hopefully next episode and possibly a week I won't be. Let's see
Yeah.
how that goes.
So
Yeah.
hopefully you guys did enjoy the topics. Let us know what you think, if there's something we could fix or improve on. Let us know some topics down below. Probably no one's gonna comment on this, but if they do, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Love you. Give me kisses and hugs. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's been Tim
It's
and
been it's been your Viper man and your TV man and
yeah,
your milkman delivery man and
yeah,
the guy that used to work at Blockbuster
yeah, that guy.
and and the two idiots on the podcast. I hope you
Yeah.
enjoyed.
Let's go. So yeah, man. We'll be seeing you in the next episode. It's been From
Oh,
the Jump.
peace.
From the Jump.
From the
With
Jump.
From the Jump. Okay? And we're out of here, man. Peace.
We're out. Peace.